Subscribe to our channel. We publish inspirational videos daily. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates are names we hear daily nowadays, and names we most associate with real billionaires, but these guys aren't much in comparison to Mansa Musa, the richest person who ever lived. Welcome to luxury living. Mansa Musa was the 10th emperor of Mali. He is the richest person in history with a personal net worth of $400 billion. Mansa Musa lived from 1280 to 1337 and ruled the Malian Empire, which covered modern-day Ghana, Timbuktu and Mali in West Africa. Mansa Musa's shocking wealth came from his country's vast production of more than half the world's supply of salt and gold. Musa used his wealth to build immense mosques that still stand today, nearly 700 years later. Mansa Musa came to power in 1312 CE, after the previous king, Abu Bakr II, disappeared at sea. Mansa Abu Bakr II had departed on a large fleet of ships to explore the Atlantic Ocean, and never returned. Mansa Musa inherited a kingdom that was already wealthy, but his work in expanding trade made Mali the wealthiest kingdom in Africa. His riches came from mining significant salt and gold deposits in the Mali kingdom. Elephant ivory was another major source of wealth. At an estimated value of $400 billion, Mansa Musa I of Mali is the richest person who ever lived. Born in 1280, Mansa Musa was ruler of the Malian Empire, and acquired the most part of his wealth from the production and trade of salt and gold, more than half of the world's supply at the time in fact. You've likely never heard of this ruler, unless of course you live in a country that was heavily influenced by his rule, which would be several African countries with Muslim heritage. Still today there are mosques standing that were built on the back of Musa's immense wealth. Dying in 1337, Musa left his huge amount of money to his heirs, who not only squandered the best part, but failed to protect the family worth, just 2 generations down the line, when the empire was overturned in civil war and conquered by invading foreign nations. His heirs were not able to fend off civil war and invading conquerors. Musa was the 10th Mansa of the Malian Empire and ruled over the better part of what was previously Ghana Empire, today known as Mauritania and Mali. His titles, surprisingly unrelated to his stacks of cash, include among others, Emir of Mela, Lord of the Mines of Wangara, and Conqueror of Garnata. During his rule, Musa conquered 24 cities and their surrounding districts, amassing more wealth. He was the world's biggest gold producer and distributor, as gold was a highly sought-after commodity at the time, and an important indication of status and affluence. Reports have it that in order to fulfill one of the 5 pillars of Islam, Mansa Musa made a 4,000-mile pilgrimage to Mecca, and spent silly amounts of cash in doing so. Mansa had to travel in both style and luxury. He traveled with an entourage of tens of thousands of people and dozens of camels, each carrying 136 kilograms of gold. While in Cairo, Mansa Musa met with the Sultan of Egypt, and his caravan stopped and gave away so much gold that the overall value of gold decreased in Egypt for the next 12 years. The 60,000-strong caravan was rumored to have included 1,000 helpers, 100 gold-packed camels, endless musicians the Mansa enjoyed, and 500 or more slaves with golden staffs. Alongside his heritage, Musa's assets are estimated to be worth an inconceivable amount, and although historians and economists have rounded the said value to around $400 billion. Nonetheless, this legendary ruler stands among the richest of the rich, and while today's generations may have forgotten him, time remembers him through the many monuments, mosques and madrasas that he had built and still stand in Gao and Timbuktu, but more notably, the Sankore University, which today is a fully staffed university with over 25,000 students and one of the largest libraries in the world at roughly 1 million historical manuscripts. Mansa Musa died in 1337 and was succeeded by his sons. His skillful administration left his empire well off at the time of his death, but eventually, the empire fell apart. After his death, Mansa Musa remained ingrained in the imagination of the world as a symbol of fabulous wealth. However, his riches are only one part of his legacy, and he is also remembered for his Islamic faith, promotion of scholarship, and patronage of culture in Mali. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel for more inspirational videos daily.